No, it seems I have everything. I don't want to be alone. Yeah, fool. All of the women, all the expensive cars, and all of the money don't amount to you. I can make believe I have everything, but I can't pretend that I don't see that without you, girl, my life isn't complete.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, Dee.
Without you, girl.
How's everybody tonight? This one should be this one shouldn't be too long tonight, except unless we have you know, a real good turnout or whatever, or real good feedback on it. But tonight, season 2, episode 11. Hey. I'm both on Instagram and Facebook, so y'all bear with me. I'm going back and forth on both, live on both at the same time. Hey there, hey. Thanks for coming back this week, everybody. Hey, Gilbert, Didi, Shibo, Jose, hello, Lala. Hey there, hey, everybody. So tonight's show for Fancy Let's Talk About It, season 2, episode 11 is your toughest lesson. So, and Maximo, welcome. Hello, see you there too. Okay, so season 2, episode 11 is your toughest lesson. So we talk about a lot of different things, but tonight's topic is what was your toughest, or what has been your toughest lesson thus far in life. And whoever wants to go ahead and lead out on that would be awesome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody. Hey there. I hope you can make it out on Sunday. The hours are extended from 3 to 7 on the event. And Saturday morning is actually a 7:30 a.m. shoot, so maybe you can make it before work. I don't know if you want to or would feel like it, but you're welcome to come. Okay, so listen, everybody. Who wants to go first? Who wants to talk to me tonight about their toughest lesson thus far in life? What's been your toughest lesson? Because you know I talk about life lessons every day on my inspirational post, or whatever it is that I'm sharing with you guys. I'm always sharing something with you about what my thoughts are, trying to give you some encouraging advice, a little bit of wisdom, whatever, right? Yeah, guys. It's going to be at 7:30 a.m. is when we're going to start shooting in the morning for Saturday. And it's going to be, I do smile on live, thank you. The thing about me is that I always give like I have a crooked smile. I always give like a half smile. But I do smile. And laugh. You see, you're making me laugh. Okay. Hey. Okay, so listen. Who wants to talk to me about your toughest lesson thus far in life? Something that was your toughest lesson. I can give y'all one. I can give you mine, but I don't always like to give mine first. I like to talk about y'all first. I'll send you the information. Hey, Tony. Hey. I'm going to send y'all the invitation. I'm going to send it to you so you can have it, so you can know where the locations are and everything. Okay, so talk to me, somebody, about your toughest lesson in life thus far. Because all of us have a different definition of what's tough for us. Doesn't mean that we're going to judge, you know, based on what we think is tough. You know, everybody goes through what they go through, and everybody feels differently about what they're going through, and that could be the roughest thing they've ever been through. So I will tell you that one of my toughest lessons in life thus far has been that not everybody wants to see you win. Can I get an amen? Hey there. Everybody, welcome. So not everybody wants to see you win. When did I learn that? I learned that a long time ago. Not everybody in this life wants to see you win. Especially if it takes the focus off of something that they're doing, right? Hey Zoe. Hey Mike. Hey everybody. So Zoe, Okay, Tony says the fact that life is hard and unfair. Yeah. So that has been your toughest lesson thus far. Oh, it's not the fairy tale that they told us it was gonna be, right? If you weren't prepared for it, you know, you didn't know what it was like to have responsibility, right? You want to grow up so fast, right? Everybody want to grow up so fast. When I'm grown, I won't do A, B, C, or D. But when you're grown, your ass got to pay bills, right? Got to pay bills? Right, 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 right. And then you learn what a reserve is. And then you learn why it's important to have savings and keep your credit up to par. You learn all of those things, right? At first, you're just like, you know, life is tough, right? Especially if you were sheltered by any means, especially if your parents protected you, or if they didn't invest the time and energy into you to teach you what you needed to know about life, period. What if you had to come up, you know, and you had to figure it out for yourself? I bet you learned a lot of valuable lessons through that experience, right? What about the females that don't have their father in their life as a young woman? Come up looking for love in all the wrong places. What happens there? That's a tough life lesson, right? Yeah. What about tough love lessons? Hey, Owen. Sergio, welcome. Tony says, right. Zoe, how are you? Hello, hello. So, Owen, tonight we are talking about your toughest lesson. What would you say your toughest life lesson is so far? And I kind of share with everybody that my toughest life lesson, one of the toughest ones, has been that not everybody wants to see you win. Not everybody wants to see you win. People say good things. They say nice things. They might even have the very best intention. But the truth is, not everybody wants to see you win. And it could be a very small thing. It could be that you're in a position at work. You're in a same lateral position as someone else. And then a vacancy appears. And either one of you could come up for the promotion or the position. And, you know, it's like we talked about before. Oh, we've talked about this. Okay, if either one of us gets it, we'll both be happy for each other. But that only really goes so far, right? Because what happens when you don't get it? Or what happens when they don't get it and you get it? You could be a humble and kind person, but what about them? Not everybody wants to see you win. That's the lesson that I learned. That's been one of my toughest life lessons. People can be low-key jealous. They'd be all up in your face jealous. They'd be like, you know, oh, I got you. You know, oh, you're going to do great. Oh, everything's going to be good. You know, but behind your back, you know, they're secretly plotting on how they're going to come up, right? All right. So, more tough life lessons. What's been some of your toughest life lessons thus far? Mr. Matthews says, life is hard and unfair. Well, that's clear. Baby, life is never meant to be fair. You will never learn anything by that. If everything is fair and handed to you, you will never learn. You will never be challenged. You will never change. Challenge exacts change. Change requires challenge. I say this all the time too, right? And Owen says, losing loved ones, no, not in death, as a result of my selfishness. Well, you know, the thing that I love about you, Owen, is that you are very accountable. You know what I mean? You hold yourself accountable for the choices that you've made in life, the decisions that you've made, whether those were good or bad. And that's an awesome quality to possess, accountability, right? Too many people do not hold themselves accountable. So, Owen says, hey, Lisa. Hello. What up? See, I'm smiling. Shazad, I'm smiling. And it's not even fake. Look, bing. I'm smiling. So, you know, it's like this. You know, I'm going to tell you something, Owen. You know, someone very, very close. Hey, my ghost. Someone very close to me and my family, you know, feels very bad about all the hurtful things that were done based on decisions that they made, how that affected the family members. And they're holding that in their heart right now. And I always explain that we've been going through this for 10 or 15, 20 years now. And you know what? We're over it. Perhaps you should get over it too. A lot of times you beat yourself up way more than you should. You're holding on to those things for way too long. Let that stuff go. As long as you hold that on your heart. I mean, this is the thing, is that when you hold yourself accountable and when you honestly admit the fault, when you sincerely apologize for the hurt or pain that you caused, Whatever it was that wasn't fair. And then, you know, it's up to them to either accept it or not. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Just because they don't accept it doesn't mean, you know, that it's a bad thing. You can't be upset if they don't accept it. People have to have time to process. People have trespassed against me. You know what? Apologize. That's fine. You know what? I'll accept your apology, but, you know, I need my time to process what's going on. Now, how I move around you is going to be different from here on out. It's not going to be the same. I'm not going to move around you the same that I used to move around with you. It's not going to be the same as it used to be. But you can't blame me for that. I mean, if you did something that was wrong to me, how could you expect me to just be like, oh, everything's okay because you said it was, right? No. You have to prove yourself again, you know what I mean? And it's not like, now if someone is badgering you to the point where, you know, like they can only beat you up after you've done something and you sincerely apologize, well, then at that point, it's like, what is your purpose here? You know, either you're going to accept the apology or you're going to stay here in this position and you're going to continue to beat me up for something that happened and that I've already gotten over, that I've already apologized for. I'm sorry to hurt you, you know, I care for you, or, you know, as my family or friend or intimate person or whatever it is the situation, you know, entails. But in that situation, if they, you know, sometimes it's more harm than good to stay around. You know, sometimes you just got to let it go. L-I-G it. Let it go. Anybody else want to talk to me about the toughest life lessons? Anybody else have a tough life lesson that they learned? You know, it comes in many forms. Like you say, you know, it comes with situations with your family and friends. It comes in all forms. Really, it does. Margot, welcome. So just trying to say, hey, Alvin, welcome. So I would love for you guys to contribute more. Anybody else have a tough life lesson? What's been your toughest life lesson thus far? Mine was, I said, not everybody wants you to win. You really don't, it's very rare that you find people who are sincere. That's why I say, if you have a small circle, but you have a small circle of really tight-knit friends and family or loved ones that really are there for you, really do pray for you, really do care for you, really do promote you, really do uplift you, you know what I mean? Those are the ones that you hold on to. That doesn't mean that you mistreat other people, of course not. You know what I mean? But it means that you're very careful with the way that you handle them or allow them to handle you. That's all I'm going to say. Now, Owen says, when you make the mistake of hurting loved ones by poor decisions, realize you can't change the past. I can only make it better from this point forward. I can only prove that I realize my mistakes and move forward. And that's right. Again, accountability. Right, and that's the best attitude to take about it, Owen. That's the best, you know, stand to take with it. A lot of times, you know, when we talk about motives and stuff like that, I've always talked about motives. I always talk about why are the reasons people do the things that they do. What are the reasons, right? You know, a lot of times when people are barking, you know, they bark, 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 they never bite. You know what I mean? A lot of times they're doing all that extra stuff to cover up the kind of stuff that they're doing. That's also a lesson that I learned. I have been, hey, Kiki, I have learned that, and I have experienced in my own life, you know, in a situation where I may have, you know, been the root or my behavior or something that I did, a decision that I made for myself, hurt the one that I loved or the one that loved me. Okay. And I came back and, you know what? I apologize. Briscoe, what up? And I learned that a lot of times when you apologize, you know, that's fine and you really mean it from your heart, you know. A lot of times they say, oh, I accept it. You know, a lot of times it's game too. I'm trying to tell you, like, you know, a lot of times people get so used to you, or they get used to the situation. They might get used to a person who's just dogging them out or whatever, but they don't know how to let go of the situation or whatever it might be, or they might be foolishly just going back and forth in that situation. And if that's the case, that they're really doing that, a lot of times that person, you know, they have an ulterior motive, and their motive may not be good. And I've experienced that. Oh, you hurt me, you know. So the way I handle you is different, you know what I mean? And, you know, all these other things, you know what I'm saying, without going into too much detail about the disappearing acts and all this kind of crap like that, you know, just excuses, right? Oh, but you did this to me, you know, in 2000 BC, you know. Y'all know I'm funny, right? Oh, or you did this to me 10 years ago. But what they don't tell you is while they're sitting here pointing the finger at you and what you did that hurt them so bad that the whole time they were living foul and dirty. And right now they're doing it too. And they're using your own guilt that you hold within, the bad vibe, the bad feelings that you have about how you mistreated them or what happened. Sam the man, what's up? Javier, what's up? They holding in, that's what you're thinking, like you feel real bad because of the guilt, right, that you have. And so basically they're winning because they're over there doing their dirt. And every time that you know, the heat is on them and something doesn't look right, and you're gonna try to even like remotely speak on what you feel, what your intuition is sharing with you, what's going on in your mind, then they want to throw that back out there and say, oh, but you know, 10 years ago you did this, and so this is the reason why I don't trust you, or this is the reason why. But really, they're really out there doing dirt. You know what I mean? I've experienced that for myself. And that right there, that's some low down stuff. People will use it against you. So that's why I say, like, you really have to evaluate when you come out of a situation that someone's been hurt by a decision that you made, whether, you know, if it was infidelity or anything that you did to hurt someone. You know what I mean? Celestino, welcome. Something that you might have done. Sometimes you have to really evaluate the situation and say, you know what? I don't know if we can really get past this. I got to really look at you for what you are. And we might be able to get past this because I don't know you can hold this hatred in your heart, or you're going to use this as a convenient excuse. Amen. It's happened to me. Not cool. And really, I don't think I did anything that was so horrible. Really, honestly, I believe that I made a good decision for myself, and I was honest. So why should I allow somebody to beat me up about that? I didn't make any decisions to cheat on someone or be unfaithful or steal or hurt or rob. No, basically the situation comes down to I moved on, made a decision for my life, and it wasn't a decision that the other person agreed with. So they were hurt by my decision. So that became an excuse, and it became a crutch to do dirt. Because I was feeling bad about, oh, I really hurt you. Oh, you really have a heart for me. BS! It happens. Be on the lookout. Right? Hey, girl. How you doing, mama? So, that's the thing. So, and Lala says, too many life lessons. Right, but what's been one of your toughest life lessons thus far? Again, you know what I mean? Hurting others that you love. Seeing the pain that it caused them, that's one, basically. You know what I'm saying? Coming back, realizing that you know you can't change what's happened. You can only go forward. And then in my case, seeing that not everybody wants you to win. People speak a lot. They say a lot. Things always sound good, but do they really deliver? That's the question. Big Bro, what up? Lala says, I've learned that there is only a handful of people I can trust, like really trust. Girl, I'm glad to hear you're good. That's very true. Not everybody has your best interest at heart, right? We know that, right? Again, I talk about that real small circle that we have. You gotta have a real, you know what I mean? Everybody's not there for your best interest. People, you know, again, it's okay as long as they're getting something out of it. A lot of times it's okay, you know, if they have the upper hand, they might have some type of control over the situation that might make them feel some type of way. You know, they might have some type of influence over you, right? Because you trust them, right? But the truth is, a lot of times, people are utilizing their hidden agendas. They're using those things against you. And that is not cool at all. It's hard. You know, that's why you really have to hold on to those people that really support you. Yes. And 112 Forever says wolf in sheep clothing. Yes, ma'am. Maybe they will present themselves to you one way, and they will be something totally different. I mean, all the way to, you can go from one extreme to the next. You can go in a situation where you're trying to, you know, date somebody, they're everything. You know what I mean? They're like like the perfect man type stuff. Uh-oh. Hey, Cass. They could be like on that perfect man or perfect woman type stuff. But when the truth is revealed, they're a fucking psycho. And then what? Now they know all your business. They know everything about you. They know how you move. They might even have a key to your house. Look, all of that. They know your movements. They know your moods. They know where you do. They know your family. It's dangerous. People turn up to be something like she says, 112 says, wolf in sheep clothing. You know, you can play Little Miss Sweet all day long. I could, you know what I mean? I could fake it all day long. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is going to always be revealed anyway. It's up to you to recognize the red flags. Very, very necessary. And they're there. It's just something within you that you are not ready to see. It's something within you that you're feeling, you know what I'm saying, that this feelings of excitement, especially in a new relationship or a new courtship, these feelings of excitement or these feelings of, you know, happiness or completion. You know, everything always feels good in the beginning. They always say it's like the honeymoon, you know what I mean? Everything feels good at first until you really get to know somebody. And once I said, Forever says, I had a lot of experience in that. Unfortunately, me too, honey. Even your family acts that way, she says. That's right. And Lila says, I've also learned that you got to let your kids grow up and live their own life no matter how hard it is to let go. You know, that's one of the things that a lot of parents struggle with. You know, we didn't understand it. Hey, Carla. We didn't understand that, you know, when our parents would, you know, we didn't understand it. But now, if we have children that are grown and living their own lives and they're away from us, now we understand what our parents were saying. I don't want to let my baby go. You're like, you're smothering me. Let go of me. I want to live my life. I'm 18. La, 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 la. You know what I mean? And now you see what it means to see your parents cry and when their kids go to college or their kids start their life or, you know, get into a relationship or get married and have their own children, and then they're away. Their family, their new family unit, you know what I mean, controls their decisions. It absorbs their time. So they no longer have their baby in the house anymore. Now you know how it feels. Very, very tough. Very tough. Yeah, and 112 Forever says, oh my God, yes. Honey, you ain't the only one. I'm trusting, trust me. All of us have dropped tears behind this situation. I promise you. Owen says, I have so much to say about that, Lisa. Okay, fancy suggestion for next topic is parenting. We can do that. Oh, yes, honey. Yeah. Because, you know, I have lots of views about parenting. There is no lie, baby. I learned a lot of things, you know, and I won't even go into it right now. But, yes, next week's topic will be parenting. We will absolutely talk about parenting. It's already written. We're going to do that. Okay, you're on point, ain't you, Miss 112 Forever? That's my boo. So, listen. Hey, Turk. Hope you're well. Hope everybody's good. So, y'all, life is tough. Life isn't fair. Our toughest lessons have been that life isn't fair. You have to grow up. It's tough. It's tough to let your kids grow, let them grow up and have their own life. It's tough to watch them make mistakes and choices that you're afraid and terrified that's going to be detrimental to you, detrimental to them. Just like it was terrifying for your parents to watch you. No matter what type of love they showed you, whatever form it was in, whatever it looked like they were smothering you, right? Right? It looked like your parents were smothering you. You were like, oh, man, I want to just leave. Like, leave me alone. I'm 18. Like, I don't need you in my life. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let me live, right? Let me live. You know? But they were really looking out for your best interest. They didn't want to see you make the same mistakes. But the truth is human nature is you got to make your own mistakes. People can tell you all day long, but until you feel the pain of the mistakes that you make and the choices, until you see the consequences for your actions, even as an adolescent, you are not going to stop. It's going to go in one ear and out the other. I promise you. How many times did your mama yell at you? How many times did your mama tell you this and that? You shouldn't do this, don't do that. But I bet you she was right. A lot of times she was right. Okay, and so Lala says, also, you can't rescue them every time they mess up. No, you can't. Because if they don't bump their head, if they don't scrape their knees, if they don't have to get out there and fight for it, then they are never going to know what that pain feels like. So they're going to continue to go through that whole thing that we talk about, insanity. What is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different outcome. That's insanity. So your children and your loved ones will continue to do the same things over and over again if they don't have an opportunity to experience pain and loss for themselves. Nobody wants to think of it that way because you don't want to see them get hurt. She said, my mama only yelled at me once in my life. Girl, bye. I know your mama. Your mama yells at you now. Your mama yells at me now. I mean, really. I know your mama, girl. Your mama yells at everybody. Nah. Now that she has, I mean, in their own way, every parenting is every parent style is different. And again, we'll absolutely talk about parenting next week. So, life lessons, tough life lessons. Not everybody wants to see you win. People are good pretenders. People are good at being fake. People are good at being what they think you want them to be. Yeah. And you say, young is. Tell me how to pronounce your name. What is it supposed to be? How am I supposed to? Is so young? So 2, 3. Or how I'm supposed to say it? And Miss 112 Forever says, I got whipped, yelled at, the whole 9. Baby, tell me what you couldn't get spanked with. Can you recall telephone chorus, telephone book? Jamel or Jamil? Jamel or Jamil? Number 1, Jamil, or number 2, Jamil? Hey. So, can you tell me 112 Forever, Miss 112 Forever? Can you talk to me about extension cords, switches off that you gotta go get off the bush by yourself, for yourself? Phone books, glasses. Okay, thank you. I got you. And so he says that it is your, Jamel says it is your job to not let your children fail. Frying pan. Yep. Frying pan, extension cord, belt, glass, whatever they have in their hand at the time, phone book, shoe, whatever. I've been there, baby. I know. Trust me, I know. I've been there. Been there, done that. That comes from, different situations that your parents are going through, you know what I mean, within themselves. That changed a lot of the way that I parented, you know what I'm saying? Like, it changed a way. Switches, belts, paddles, extension cords, punches. It really defines who you are, right? Ooh, we got a lot to talk about next week. Ooh, I promise you we do. Hold on. Ooh, that's terrible, Miss 112. No, ma'am. Even got my nose busted. I got a scar right up here. I hide it, but I got a scar right there. I got scars, but I got one right here that's real big, but 12 years old. I think I was probably about the same age too. We must have really been doing bad things. No, no, for me, but anyway, we're not gonna, but yeah. We'll talk about that next week, parenting, because I got a lot to say about that. I know that's gonna be hot, that topic right there. You know why? Because that is difficult for everyone, and you're absolutely right, Jamel. It is a parent's job not to let their children fail. However, I think everyone can agree that once they get grown and they start making their own decisions, that there's really very little that you can do to affect their life. Because a lot of times they don't want you to. They don't want to hear what you have to say. It doesn't matter. You can be 2, you're blue in the face. Once they hit that age and they leave your home and they're responsible for themselves, at that point, what do? All you can do is just try to love them and provide information to them. That's all. That's it. She said, well, I lost a $3 calculator. Oh, that $3 calculator was probably really special to you then at that point, right? $3 was a lot of money at that age, right? You got to earn that, right? You got to earn it. And Lana says, yeah, you should be able to see them. That's weird that you can't see them. Maybe after the fact. I know. Well, I think Owen does. Something might be going on with that. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah. And then, Lala says, LOL, I also know your mama. Yeah, who don't know my mama? We're not even going there this week. That's going to be next week. I don't have the energy today to talk about that. Anyway, yeah, my mama don't play. Low Red, don't play that. No, no, no. So anyway, any more valuable? What's your toughest lessons as grown-ups? Your toughest lessons one of the toughest lessons for me as a grown-up, as a grown woman in a relationship. I got disciplined with all that, and I'm good. LOL. Most of us are. Most of us are good. Most of us are good. We won't feel that fire no more. You know what I mean? I mean, that's really what it's all about. But I mean, these new generation children are different, baby. You can't do the same thing. There was even a point where I had two totally separate, children to raise, and one of them was like, he's laughing so hard he's crying. One of them, one of them, you can look at him and he would be like, oh, I ain't doing that. Oh, no, thank you. I don't want no part of that, And then the other one was like, I dare you to whip me. You know what I mean? So, we can talk about the parenting all day long, and we absolutely will talk about parenting next week. I promise you, it's been said, it's done, it's in stone. Owen, thank you for the topic. Next week, that's what it is. We're going to be talking about parenting. It's going to be interesting. Okay, so you can, just not so harsh. I totally agree with you. Yeah, you're speaking to a survivor. I bet you that Miss 112 Forever is also a survivor from what she's explained to me. I think we're all survivors. I absolutely am a survivor. So it changed the way that I look at discipline. You know what I mean? The whole thing. I have a very strong opinion about it. So we'll go there next week. Again. Okay, so another valuable life, the tough lessons in life is in love and relationship, right? Whether you're in a long-term committed relationship, live together or not, or husband and wife, or whatever it might be, your significant other, your partner, whatever, y'all have your agreements, right? Okay, well, another one of the toughest lessons in life is that one of my toughest lessons in life thus far, especially if you've had relationships, and most of us have, girl. So, most of us have. And one of the toughest lessons in love that I learned was that not everybody has your same heart. It doesn't matter. You can be everything. You can be everything to someone. You can give everything to someone. You can be the best to someone. You can give your best. You can cook, clean, laundry, spoil, gift. You can do everything under the sun and show all of the affection and love that you have, and really be there and hold that person down. And there are situations where they are not able to or will not match your level of commitment, compassion, care for, and just in general, loyalty. That's another lesson that I learned, right? That's a tough lesson when you're with someone and you're crazy about them, you know what I mean? And, you in love with them maybe, or you're real crazy about them, or y'all have a good history together, that type of thing. Not everybody's heart is the same as your heart. And another one, as far as tough life lessons, is it hurts. It hurts, it's hard. But sometimes you just got to take your hands off of the situation. Because I always tell you guys when we talk about things that whatever will be, will be. Nobody has control of that. Whatever the destiny is, it's the destiny. Everybody is not made for you. Just because it feels good or it looks good, or you'll have a history together, or there's trust, or, if you were at your lowest point, you could count on them, A lot of times people are not capable of handling that level of commitment. It's tough. A lot of people have individual and independent growing to do, right? That's why I always say don't get into situations don't get into situationships, is what I say. But don't get yourself into a situation where, you two are not compatible. It's more than just for tonight. We always talk about that, right? You heard me say that I'm not the just for tonight type. You know what I mean? I'm not the one night type. I'm more concerned with what's good for life versus what's good for tonight. Because what's good for tonight is MC Sheets and DJ Pillow is good for me tonight. You see what I'm saying? up in club bed. That's what's good for me tonight, because I'm going to get the rest that I need up in club bed tonight. That's what's up, because, you know, it's going down to sleep. So, and Lala says, well, you know me probably better than anyone. One of the hardest things for me to grasp is to not say everything that's on my mind. Some things are better left unsaid, still under construction. And, you know, again, that is absolutely the adult thing that shows an enormous amount of growth, is commendable. Well, I saw this thing one time, and I'll say, and welcome, new beginning, welcome, 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 welcome. And one of the things I can say is, like, the way that I learned that I was growing, because, you know, like me, I'm a thinker, and I won't just go off. But if I'll be in my feelings and I want to say something to you, I want to get off my chest. One of the things that was tough for me to learn was, and I'm good at timing, don't get me wrong. You're under construction. That's right. We're all under construction. She's under construction. You're under construction. I'm under construction. You know, if you're not under construction and you think that you know it all, then you're the one who's foolish, because you're never going to grow. We learn lessons every single day. There are the facts, the tools are put right in front of us. It's up to us whether we absorb that or not, whether we take that in or not. You can learn a lesson every day. You can be at the corner and the panhandler is asking you for money, and if you're observant, you can learn a lesson from that situation right there while you're right there looking at them, sitting there waiting for your left turn or the light to turn for you to go. There is a lesson in everything. So you see, so that's what matters, is that you actually absorb the lesson, whatever it is. And not every bad thing that happens to you is completely bad. I know that sounds kind of weird, but listen to what I'm saying, follow me. Everything that happens to you bad is not necessarily bad, because out of the ash comes something beautiful most of the time. So just because you were hurt, or because, you know, you lost something, you really did gain something. You gained so much more, because now the truth is that you are going to be less inclined to make those choices again. So you're going to be winning. You've already won, because you've already experienced that. A lot of times we allow ourselves to get so involved in situations, so wrapped up, that we neglect ourselves, and we neglect on what we know we should be improving on, right? Okay. And then Miss 112 Forever says, yes, it's always to improve and work on. Absolutely. Construction. It's a zone, baby. I'm in it. and Owen says, growth, Lisa. And Lisa says, stepping stones. That's right. And Owen says, love has become subjective, though. It means different things to different people. Absolutely, it does. All the time. We talk about that all the time. You know, that's why it's important for you when you start to, hey, Dino. I'm still waiting on my happy hour. And I know you're off tomorrow. What up? Hey, Maya. So listen, you know, it has. We talk about this all the time. You know, that's why it's important for you to take your time. Yes, things appeal to our eyes. They look good. Stop thinking about what's good for right now, unless that's exactly what you're after. Listen, I'm going to say it this time. You've heard me say it before. This thing is so old. I miss you too, baby. Right? I got you. Okay, so this is the thing. You cannot turn a hoe into a housewife. You cannot turn a hoe into a husband either. Y'all have heard me say it before. It sounds so cliche, but the truth is that it's real. That's real. So don't be going with the big booty freak or the dude, you know, that's slick talking you. You know exactly what it is he's doing, or you know exactly what it is she's about to do. So why are you going to put yourself into that situation and get trapped up with that and then get your feelings all involved, right? That sounds good to me. That sounds good, because that's not too bad for me. Just you text me and give me a time, and I'll make a time and location, and I'll go. Okay? All right, that's what's up. Can't wait. So, you know, Zoe. Hey, Zoe. I asked you how you doing. So, look. Why you keep picking the same situation when you know, and then you're going to get your feelings all wrapped up and involved in it? You know what I'm saying? Look, know yourself first. You will not be getting yourself into situationships. Listen to me. If something doesn't feel right, It's not right. Your intuition is not lying to you, sweetheart. I promise it's never going to lie to you. The red flags are present. They're there. It's not going to leave you. You're not stupid. We choose to be, you know, blinded by whatever it is, whether it's sex, money, love, whatever. Listen, y'all can keep it. I'm really good by myself. You know what I mean? I'm a good friend to myself. I'm honest and real with myself, so I don't need to be around somebody, no matter how good they look, no matter how much money they have, no matter what it could be that they could offer my career or whatever. Look, anybody who knows me, they know that I am gonna hustle. You can't kill it. I have to be one of the coldest hustlers in history, and everybody who knows that I'm not gonna give up. I'm going to keep on pushing no matter how many people or how many times people say you're crazy or, girl, I couldn't do it. You know, I don't know where you get that strength from, you know. But you know what? That's not for you to decide. That's for me to decide when I'm ready to give up. Right now, I'm not ready to give up. I'm going to keep on climbing. You know what? I'm going to be faced with defeat and failure. All of us are going to be in a situation where it's not going to feel good sometimes. It's not always going to feel good. Hey, welcome everybody. Zoe. Yeah. You know, it's not always going to feel good. You know what I mean? And you're going to have pain. Trust me. We all have bumps in the road, but you got to keep it pushing. You got to mash forward. Let me tell you, I got horror stories, but it doesn't matter because what I gained from that was so much greater than what I lost. And it's almost like, thank you. Thank you for revealing who you are, what you were really after. Because most of the time you know it. You know if that woman wants what's in your pockets, or you know if she wants what's inside your soul or your heart. Don't be foolish. You know it. And women, you know if he just wants the draws too. Don't make me do this show about decoding the dating language, because I can do it. I can do it. And I'm no hater. And I'll do it. It's like, don't waste my time. My time is the most precious thing to me because I don't have a whole lot of it. And somebody I mentioned earlier about, you know, cherishing the people that you love around you, because, you know, that's one of the toughest lessons in life is to cherish what you have, because we're not promised tomorrow. And I think that was Lala Kali. You know, that we're not promised tomorrow. We're absolutely not promised tomorrow. It puts a new emphasis on it when you lose someone that you're very close to, that you love very much and very deeply. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot of hurt that comes along with loss. The thing is, the most painful thing, it's a tough lesson, is that we know that we're going to lose the people that we love and care for. We know they're going to pass away. We know we're going to pass away. We're not immortal. We know that. But yet still, we take for granted. We believe, you know what I'm saying, that they're going to be here. It's going to be tomorrow. Baby, none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. Y'all all know this. So, you know, that's a very awesome lesson to learn. It's tough. It's hurtful. I hate that too many of us have to learn it at the end. I just made a post the other day about holding grudges and stuff. Cut the beef. You know, if they didn't cause you a life or death situation, they didn't cause you, you know, a crisis in your finances, let the shit go. Move forward. You're going to be more sad when you lose them, or they're going to be more sad when they lose you. All the things that weren't said, all the things that could have been said, all the apologies that could have been had. And it's true from the heart. That's what matters. If you trespass against me, if you're really, truly sorry for it, we're good. I might handle you a different way. I might have to take some time to reevaluate the situation on what I'm going to do with you or how it's going to be between us. But I'm going to forgive you because I'm not going to hold that in my heart. And I suggest for y'all to do the same. And I'm going to say it. I'm always going to say what's right. It don't always have to feel good, okay? Right don't always feel good. Don't let them lie to you. That fairy tale shit does not exist. I promise you. There's always a catch with that. And Lana says, it can feel right and still not be. Hell yeah. Oh, baby, it can feel perfectly right. People know, people can run some game. Baby, people can run game. It's just up to you to be able to decode the BS. I'm just going to say like the BS, not even the bullshit. It's just up to you to decode that. And she says, follow your dreams. Absolutely, you should always follow your dreams. You know, we see that now. I mean, I'm on it. I've been on that path for a while. You know what I mean? I'm working on it. It's every day. It's a hustle. It's a struggle every day. But great things come to those who wait. Great things come to those who work hard. I mean, I'm going. The greatest things that are happening to me now is not going and getting in front of the camera and having my pictures taken. That's not the greatest thing. The greatest thing that's happening to me right now is my networking. It's the people that I'm meeting. It's the people that I'm impacting. It's the people that are impacting me. I just had the most righteous, fun video shoot over the past weekend. You know what I mean? On Saturday, I had a video shoot, you know, here in Houston, and it was fire. But what I got out of it was more than being in a video. What I got more out of it was being in a music video, or listening to music, or, you know, seeing, you know, people that are up and coming, or people that are already famous. That means nothing. I always try to explain to you guys that that's their job, just like it's our job to do what we do. That's not the greatest gift that I got out of it. The greatest gift that I received from all of this and following my dreams and pursuing my dreams is the opportunity to network. All right, Mama, you have a good night too. I'll be back next week, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard. We will be talking about parenting. Owen did that topic. We got it, Owen. You have a good night. And where's the beef? And then Steve says, honestly, I know some ex-strippers that have gotten married, and actually the ones I know are ideal-wise. True. But what I'm saying is those people that are not in that frame, Dino, what I'm saying is the people that are not in that space right now, is what I'm saying is that you see them in there, and their whole agenda is to hoe right now, is what I'm saying. Not like that. You know what I mean? Yes, people change, they grow up. But this is what I'm saying. If you know that there's someone you're dealing with that is looking for something serious, and you're just looking for what's good for tonight or what's up for right now, do not involve yourself with that person. You know what I mean? That's your responsibility. You have to be a responsible adult. You know, just because it looks good don't always mean it's good. Okay? And it might be great, but it's not for you. Everything's not for you. And if you're the one that's the aggressor, and you're the one who has the bad intention in the situation or whatever, you know, you need to use, you know, to utilize, use discretion in that situation. Go be with people that's up for the same thing you're up for right now. It's plenty of them. It's plenty of people that are in situationships that they want that. That's what they want. And there's plenty of other people that don't. So it's like, don't waste my time. And, you know, you can't be mad at somebody who's like, you know what, it was nice to meet you, little mama, but you know what, you ain't my speed. I'm going to let you go and make it. Same thing, situation where it's a man, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, you know what, you're very handsome, attractive, you know, you got your things together and everything, but me and you were on the same page. I'm going to let you go on and make it. It's no, you know what I mean? I'll cut you off. You know what I mean? That's being honest. I would rather somebody to be real with me and honest with me first off, you know what I'm saying, than to waste my time. Because my time is all I really have. And I don't even know how much of that I have. So that's what I'm saying. And Owen says, definitely. And Dino says, nothing is forever. They can feel like forever sometimes, though, Dino, right? Kind of like that love-hate that we got. Love to have you around, hate when we don't talk. That type. Right. But you know I got firing for you. So silly. Right, y'all know. Who's playing? And Lala says, where's the beef? And welcome, Michael. So the toughest life lesson. What's been your toughest lesson? It's a whole spectrum of them, especially in love, man. Woo. Everybody don't have your same heart, we said, right? Everybody's not going to give your same effort. Everybody is not going to match your same effort. You have to understand, people come from different backgrounds. People come from different, you know, experiences. You know, it shapes who they are and who they become as adults, as men and women in relationships. Chill. What up? That's the man right there, y'all. Go follow. But you know the situation, right? But the situation is that not everybody's going to match your effort. Not everybody was, you know, groomed the same way. You know, a lot of people had to fend for themselves, you know what I mean? And they're still with that mentality, like, you know, I'm going to do what's good for me. You know what I mean? I'm not so much concerned about what's good for you. I'm more worried about what's good for me. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people have to take time to trust you, to get to know you and trust you. You can't be mad about that. But you can be mad when they're running game, though. See what I'm saying? And Owen says not everyone is built that way. Yes, you're right. You know, yeah. I mean, listen, it comes from the grooming. Chill. It comes from your groom. It comes from the way that you're raised or not raised. If you had to get out there and get it yourself, you teach yourself everything you know. I know people that run the streets since they were 7, 8 years old, and that's no lie. And I know people who were in the streets since they were 16 or 17, and that's no lie. And I know people who come from very strict households, that it was a complete turn off, and they went complete wild and out, you know, as an adult. You know, some children that were raised in the country came to the city and went wild. You know, some children that were in small towns and went to big New York and California and went wild, buck wild, you know what I mean, or college. You know, a lot of times you have to, you know, kind of look at where they come from. But again, like I always say, y'all, it's not your job to fix them. Don't be out here looking for someone who's complete if you're not complete. Again, I always say, know you better than anybody does. Know yourself. I cannot give the energy that you deserve if I don't know me. I will not be able to give you the attention that you deserve if I don't provide that same attention to myself, knowing me, being self-knowing. I absolutely cannot love you or give you a love that you deserve. I can go through the motions. I can do all the things that a woman should do for you as my man. But I absolutely cannot love you the way you deserve to be loved if I don't love me the way that I deserve to be loved. I got to be self-knowing and have self-love. Right. So anybody else have any more comments before I wrap up? My allergies are killing me, guys. I don't know what it is out there today. I didn't check the report, but anybody have anything before we wrap up? If not, we will be back next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central Standard here on Facebook and Instagram Live with Parenting. That will be Season 2, Episode 12, Parenting. So I will see y'all on that next week. If you have not already, please go to take a look at my flyer over there. I have an event this weekend on Sunday at District 1960, which is at 1960 and TC Chester. It is a mixer. It is that I have been doing my modeling, but it is really a, it's called Beauty, Brains, and Creative Things Mixer. I am hosting it. I have 7 artists, local artists performing. Yeah, that's fine. We're wrapping up anyway, sweetheart. Welcome to you, Mr. James Thompson. So I am having a mixer. I will have 7 artists performing. There are 6 that are rap. 1 is R&B. I have makeup artists that will be there. I have hairdressers that will be there. I have other models that will be there. I have fitness experts and photographers that will be there. So come on out. If you haven't already gotten your tickets, you can get it on Eventbrite in advance. The price is the same either way. It's only $10, and you can come out. You can get the ticket at the door. We are going to be there from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. on this Sunday, July the 29th at District 1960. And the showcase alone is going to just be everything because you get to hear the local artist, and then you get to mingle and mix with other professionals. Maybe some questions that you wanted to talk to a photographer about, maybe some fitness questions, maybe things that you want to know about modeling, maybe things that you want to know about, you know, health and wellness. So come on out and we'll see you guys there. If you have any questions, you can DM me, inbox me, you can private message me, you can text me, call me, email me, whatever form of communication you have for me. Go ahead and please utilize that. Next week, 9 p.m. Central Standard, right here on Facebook and Instagram Live. Topic will be for Season 2, Episode 12, Parenting. But for now, I want to say thank you so much for coming and contributing. It's been successful. I was really tired. I didn't think I was going to do the show tonight, but I forced myself to do it. And that's what's up. Oh, Owen, that's awesome. Yeah. And so that's pretty much it. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and thank you for contributing. Thank you for being here and supporting me. Thank you for always encouraging me to go forward with my dreams. And thank you for enjoying the things that I share. So if you like the video, please subscribe to it. Please share it on your page. And we'll go from there. If not, I'll see you guys next week. Y'all have a great night. Do whatever makes you happy. Smile. Get some good rest. And just remember, there's always a little time to be fancy, and that's me. Y'all take care. See y'all next week.